Okay, I'm back, and we have a system update. I don't know who it's gonna be, but this may influence my decision. EH had a new form, and is significantly related to, well, the Outer Rim stuff. If it's EH, I'm gonna take that as further proof, and we're gonna get started. Of course, it could be no one, but let's see. It's EH. Yep. Okay. Well, then you all know what we're here for. Moran, we're gonna start with you. Well, see this event, and then I'm gonna get back to the main story. If the main story tells me I need to see others, we'll go off of that. But for now, storyline. So this was history, but what about release? How early was it? It was right after. Wow, yeah. I did this, and then I did this. This was the first event I skipped. How ironic. Well, I don't need to go there. We can go to the recollections. Oh, no, there were. Okay, no, it's not the first event I skipped. It's just the first event I skipped that was important. Because we got a bunch of other. These were two separate events? Was this in order? Because they have new. Okay, I'm not sure. Either way, let's do this. Let's see what secrets hide inside this event and maybe convince some of you that Moran's best of the three. Oh, I have to actually. No, I don't have. Do I have to actually do. No, I have to actually do these again. All right. Whoops, didn't mean to skip. Which areas do we have left? So yeah, I checked this out. We already mentioned Fog Hollow. So let's get some details. Fog Hollow is the only one remaining. Nice. Let's give it a once over and head back. Entrance to Fog Hollow. This fog is ridiculous. So it literally has fog. You can barely see anything whenever you come here. And I'm guessing it's not just fog. It's just called that way because it obscures your vision. Your throat is killing you as well. You can probably thank the local factory for that. Oh, and again, the Peony Association is MORAN'S team. Oh, gang. Yeah. It's always belching out plumes of smog, and that ends up producing more fog as well around the area. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there. Okay, and we got a male villager. Long time no see. So you know him. What are you doing in these parts? You didn't even call. I'm guessing not. You're sweating an awful lot. Are you not feel? See. I just want to. I mean, yes, they're on friendly terms. All right. I like to describe Moran as the lovable goofball. Yes. Despite being gang leader, she's cool people. I feel perfectly fine. Must have worked too hard yesterday, that's all. Certainly are a hard worker. Anything going on lately that I should know about? Not much going on? Nothing at all? Are you sure about that? You're not lying to me? Is he? I mean, I can't tell his model is shifty, of course, but you look like you're trembling. Okay, now we definitely know something's going on. Now that everyone knows that this is the Peony Association's turf, no one would dare touch a hair on our heads? So you're saying someone's threatening you? There's no need for that? You're just doing your job? See, look, just the fact that you have an expression like this and it's not malice, it's just pure joy. But you up to some shady stuff. You always were enamored with loyalty. Yes, I agree. Betrayal is one of the worst. Well, I just hate it. I just hate it. I can't tell you why. Recently, I've been going back through my childhood and seeing why I think the way I do. And there must have been a specific incident where I felt betrayed. No, the first one I think of is a Sonic game, but I'll think about it. Just take it easy. You might collapse at this rate. You'll be more careful, okay? So, if already this seems like a well put together organization, if the fog hides the operations as well, is that a smaller one next to it? Oh, really? That would certainly explain why you're overworked. So that's what I'm already seeing why they blamed you, or why you got blamed. This is your territory currently. And this guy is not telling you the truth. Share some with you? A villager? What was that? Oh, so you don't know either? Everyone rushed to the warehouse? What's going on inside the warehouse? What? Now, hold up. This got dark all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden. But what's going on? Yes, the wall. Truly written words. Blood. Oh, you can't tell. Yo, no, I know who framing you. What? Oh, nah, see, this is why I need to see. I need to know how much hatred I should have. Really? So then that would probably bring us to this. Interesting. I'm guessing Sixo's responsible. Okay, let's get this started. You feel like you're losing your mind? Cover your throbbing head with both your hands. Sitting here moping won't solve anything. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this. Guys. Oh, and yes. The full team. You'll see them interact. If it's money you're asking for, yeah. You don't want to hear anything about. Yeah, you see. All right. Not saying that they aren't cool too, and not saying that they don't have their reasons, but there's a difference. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to hear anything about how you're lost or how you don't even have any idea where you are. Nah. Is that supposed to be your, your happy face? The way some people do? It's none of those. Yeah, you're in big trouble. Yeah. Just a second. You just got an urgent call? What? Nah, like it's a big deal. And okay, I thought they left. She ain't do nothing. You got some work to attend to. You'll be back. Are you seriously dipping out like this? And now they left. All right. You should have explained quicker. Because I do think they would take it seriously if they... Like, you just said you're accused of killing, not that there were, like, dozens of bodies hanging suspended in a room. You slump and your forehead begins to bang on the table in front of you. And yeah, I forgot that this dude was a part of her crew. He did show up in the story. Moran was, I didn't actually say what Moran was a part of or what she did in the story, and I just realized I called her Moran, not Moran. Moran, not Moran. They probably did that on purpose now I think about it. Anywho, Doban. She was protecting the people from him. And yes, I know, he's a deputy chief. You know, a commander. He should be working for the people. He was willing to just wipe out citizens of the Outer Rim. They were innocent. Like, completely innocent, normal people. And Moran stood up to him. So it's more complicated than that, but they might even go into it. So we'll wait and see. Just know that's where these two showed up in the story. It's so unfair. Yeah. Okay. What is it? There are various voices in the Outer Rim discussing this. Really? Really? I don't know all the details yet. There are people testifying? Okay. Yeah, I'll admit. Maybe I probably would have been a little bit more scared of 6-0 if I had seen this. But honestly, Rosanna and Sakura, I can't see them caring. Well, they care, but you know, Moran's the perfect target for this, honestly. You don't actually believe it, do you? Yeah, of course not. Anyone who knows you personally would say, of course not. But they spread as far as the Ark? I don't think this is a matter for us to handle internally. Yeah, she tried. Yeah. Apparently something's cropped up on... I mean, it's always possible that they were targets, but they seem to have their hands full. Maybe they did, but I don't think they did. There's only one person we can turn to. Yeah, normally, I forgot to mention, we normally come in this. Yeah, us. And that's Moran's name for us. In fact, I should go visit the three of them real quick. Yeah. Let's go do that. I wonder if I can get this all done in one video. Well, I could, but will I? All right. Yeah, I've got all three of them. Yeah, this was the event. I originally didn't have... I didn't summon for either of them originally. Because if you were there, it would have been different. Anywho.
Come here, mister.
Yeah.
If you want to stay alive, stick close to me.
Rosanna calls us Mister. Okay, I actually forgot what Sakura calls us. But it doesn't seem like her quote... Wait, what was this? What was this?
If you want the support of the organization, you'll need to win me over first.
Wait, was that, really? Wow, that's interesting. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. And I think that's because I don't have your rank high. That's probably it. Okay, yeah, you don't say it either. Well, yeah, she calls us cadet. And we have entered the fray. If you're the only one affected by it, you can handle this. But if any of your subordinates or the people living in the areas you oversee are affected by these rumors, you're reminding me of a certain someone when you say that. So, wait, what happened? No, you don't have to do that. Need I say more? All right, certain characters, the only reason they're not up higher is because they haven't really been in the story. That's not a... That was not a wish of mine. But still, I'm begging you to help me prevent the Peony Association from being torn apart. Ensure that those around me don't suffer needlessly. You don't have to do that. Yeah. Lift your head back up. I trust you. Well, I gotta remember this was probably early on. Still, of course. How can you not trust that face? Those words are music to my ears. I can't tell you how reassuring it is to hear you say that. Thank you so much. I know you a real one too. Do you know what your next move is? Not really. I figured going back to Fog Hollow would be a good starting point. Okay, ask some questions. Is the Outer Rim Hey, we're not the expert with the Outer Rim. Oh, we just want backup. You didn't think that far ahead? Yeah, I know. Wait, it's okay. That's why I'm here. I wonder about that. We'll have to get help from the scavengers. The what? You probably mean, yeah. Which, if once again reminding people, Underworld Queen is Tetra. Like, I think only some of the few who actually are fighters. And hence to Mustang's shady side. So it only makes sense that we're going to the strongest team Tetra has. Yeah. Sugar hasn't been, I don't think Sugar's been in the story too much. Yeah, we've had Milk and Freema, but not Sugar. What's up? Is it just you here? That makes sense. And that makes sense. Yeah, this is great. You finally get to know the third member of the strongest team in Tetra, because, I mean, going forward, that might be relevant. What's up? Small issue I might need your help with. An assignment? Let's hear it. No? I don't think so. You thought so? If even you thought so, that's a problem. The entire village is under... So they were your people, too. Dang! What about places that aren't managed by the Peony Association? Same thing goes for those areas, too. Why would I randomly harm people for no discernible reason? That's why it's baffling that there's all this incriminating evidence against me. Why would I ever kill... What is this evidence? You said all these separate cases occurred within a short time, right? Right. Sounds like an investigation's in order. Okay. I'm be honest. I don't know if they would help as much. No need. You can handle this on your own. What happens if I say 2? Wow! Okay. Fair enough, considering I wrecked this thing in the future. Considering what a prominent figure Moran is in the underworld. That's a good point. Does she have... I'm pretty sure she... Like, let her drip. She's got to have something. Hold on a minute. I see. You know that as well as I do? Dang! Don't be mean. Ask for a fair price. Okay, let's continue. Inferno. Oh, right. And that explains where you got this. So you already had it. You lived in the Outer Rim? I didn't know that. Yeah. You had quite the reputation. It matches you for one. Honestly, I would think that would make you more of a target if it didn't associate with Moran. Because it looks like you got money. It's comfortable. Okay. I actually wanted to know that question. Yeah. Although, should you bring your bike in that area? What's that? I mean, if she's alluding to that you used to be a part of her gang, it's quite obvious if that's... No, you look like you a part of it. Oh, didn't move the mouse. What's up? Again? What's going on? Oh, and there we go. That fog is mist. It's literally, it's mist. Well, you know what I mean, the drug. I see. I'm wondering if this is where the bodies are coming from. People trying to get past the partition being shot down. Yeah, that's quite the sight to come back to. Looks serious. Yeah, let's get some answers. What happened? Withdrawal effects? Yeah. Nearly suddenly bolts upright. Yeah, what is it? That's all you need! You're talking to her. How much evidence do they have? Or, yeah, that they plant? She's the one who I think I know then. The factory. She doesn't know that the factories are going on in her territory. So people think she's the distributor. Which does look pretty bad. Yeah, you heard correctly. Let's ask someone else. We see a man who appears to be walking normally. Yeah, let's get someone who isn't in withdrawal. Delighted villager. Are you okay? What? Why? He doesn't appear to be any pain, instead is smiling blissfully. Does it dull the senses? Perfectly fine. Yes. Ah, shoot. This just puts you in a worse situation. They think you can help them. Dang. Save us, otherwise we're all dead. Can they not survive? Can they literally not survive without it? Or is it, again, just extreme withdrawal? What's happening? Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. We can talk it out. Even you can't? Well, I know I can't. Yeah. A gunshot rings out and the crowd scatters. You brought your bike? Okay. We're able to escape. Interesting. Go to B. Thank you for saving me. Am I bleeding? Oh. That did look pretty bad. What, you think she needed a hostage? Not only did you drag us into this and put his life at risk, I think she was just shocked. But I do understand, normally I would expect her to be able to get out of that. No. Yeah. How could you not be? They all recognized you and kept asking you to give them miss. Well, I mean, I would think she's recognizable. I was surprised that first person didn't recognize her. Yeah. Tells me that you're the one distributing mist to those people. Those people kept talking about mist, but you don't even know what that is. If you two go back, you should know. She can't lie. That's just... For her to put up a front like that? Yeah. Maybe there's history, though. But it's not you? How do you know all this? What do you mean? How do you know what mist is? That's not the only suspicious thing about you? You know the Peony Association doesn't have nearly enough money to pay you, yet you still took on this assignment. When we saw that gruesome scene after arriving, you were the only one who wasn't rattled. Whoa! That's a good point, although it would make sense if Sugar investigated. Don't try to turn it against me. You're the one who nearly got us killed, and now you're trying to justify your actions. You leave me with no choice. No, I'm not gonna... Oh! Why didn't I stop that? Although I'm not as physically fit as this guy. Why don't you say put these weapons down and discuss this in a civil manner? Yeah, were you part of the team? Seeing where that makes me feel 10 years younger? Sicking your underlings on me? Come on now. You forget who I am? You're the brain, yeah? Tracking you down was easy as pie. Yeah, she really doesn't know anything. That's absurd. How can she not know? Again, if you know her, it's that's why I said she's the perfect target. The others wouldn't have been fooled by this. Well, not necessarily wouldn't have been fooled, but they would have gone over everything with a fine-tooth comb so that you can slip something by like this. How is it that you know about Mist? Did Mustang just tell you? Sounds suspicious to me. Yeah, I'm in the dark. And how come everyone's crazy about it? This is Mist. Is it candy? The average person may seem that way, but this is no ordinary candy. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay. This is all the events. What time? 30 minutes. I might be able to get through this whole thing. What do you mean? Yeah, extremely dangerous narcotic. Everyone calls it mist. When you consume it, your mind goes hazy as if... Oh, so that's literally the effect of it. It's apparently euphoric experience. Does it have any... Yeah! Like, not feel... Oh, okay. Yes, I was wondering about that. They became impervious to pain? Hallucinations to become aggressive. That's exactly what we saw before. Perhaps they consumed some of this stuff. Sounds probable. Yeah, she didn't know. Although that could have been an act, but... Yeah, look at that face! Come on now. Surely you can tell how wrong she feels. You finally lower your weapon? I guess that's fair. Again, can you just tell me? Well, see, I gotta remember, this is early on in our career. If this was me now, I would have just asked, are you working for Mustang? Like, seriously, just let me know. Because who else would say, well, you could be on an assignment for someone else, but Those junkies were demanding myths from Moran, and they all but dropped their knee, and exalted her. And lest we forget all these murder charges. I don't blame you. All these things you just described, I've seen them well. People crying while cradling dead family and friends. Wow. Wow. Nah, I was not mad at 6. I was thinking, I was like, what can you do? This is what 6-0 could do. Yeah, she's been with me the entire morning. There's no way she could have done anything here in the Outer Rim, criminal or otherwise. Precisely. Really? That makes sense. So is the message... Yeah, that was scrawled on the wall? Yeah, that's circumstantial evidence, exactly. But be it as it may, yeah, all these people are saying the same thing. Someone's controlling them, huh? Who could that be? I haven't found that out just yet, but I did find out where it's being produced. You know the exact location? Where? Fog Hollow. Yep. And our next destination. Yeah. That's why that guy was nervous. You did? Is that why you suspected Moran? Yes. It is. And yeah, again, I understand. But you should know, that could easily slip under her. Though, you could still argue that it's her responsibility since it's her territory. Oh, it's recently increased with that new factory. You have to excuse me if I find that a little hard to believe. Yeah, you didn't know. It's always been bathed in a penetrable fog. Yeah, that's the genius. So it was originally just real fog. And they used that to cover it up. That was smart. But then again, like, I can't think of a real world place that would be accessible that is normally covered in fog. I mean, it's possible. I trusted them, so I never considered poking my head inside the factories. I didn't want to disturb them. See, that's what I mean. When you betray someone like this, nah. Oh, and of course, when I was speaking of why betrayal was so effective, or why it bothered me so much, I was not referring to current events. I think the biggest betrayal I have seen was definitely in this game. I still, to this day, I keep going over all the things that I've seen. Red Shoes just hit different. Well, I knew it was we all were told, but it's the magnitude. You're telling me they were making this stuff the entire time? Because these guys, they could have been motivated by money. You know, they might not have had as much loyalty. Someone Moran wouldn't have considered true friends, like Rosanna or Sakura. I don't know what you would think of those two if you had to put a name on them for you. They probably look at you as maybe Kid's sister would be a good way to put it. I don't know, but Red Shoe, like, Cinderella did absolutely nothing to make Red Shoes hate her. And that's I think what gets me everything is that she decided, all right, your life is just utterly ruined. Anyways. It seems like they've been using these factories secretly to produce myths. Okay, first off, let's assume this is true and it's being manufactured there. Is it being sold there as well? That hasn't been confirmed yet. It's an active circulation on the dark net. That makes it difficult to discern who the suppliers are. Have you seen it being made? Not personally, but I've gotten this information from a reliable source. So you didn't see it with your own eyes. In other words, we're not 100% certain of this. So you're on the villager side? You trust them. Haven't seen anything. I mean, it is fair to make sure you see it with your own eyes. I need to visit these factories. Talk to the people there myself. Why go to all this trouble? How can you ask her that? What if they're being framed just like you are now? You gotta at least confirm. If I don't stand up for those people, or for these people, who will? I understand how strange it may appear to you, but the residents of Fog Hollow are salt of the earth individuals. That's a new one for me. Every day they break their backs just trying to feed their families and fellow villagers. Their loyalty knows no bounds, and they wouldn't hesitate to give a stranger the shirt off their back, even if it meant they themselves would go cold. Well, shoot, maybe they did. Well, we'll see. It could be that, but we'll see. We'll see. And what will you do then? Yeah. And if it turns out to be true, okay. Let's go find out what's going on. Nothing else needs to be said. Why don't I head back? Yeah, I guess there's really no point in me being here besides a witness. Yeah, we're fortunate to have escaped, but there's no guarantee we'll be so lucky next time. You got to yeah, I know. That was understandable. You had no clue what was, that's what I thought. You didn't know what to do. I willingly stepped into this maelstrom. All right? You won't let it happen again? I understand. I trust you. Yeah, after this, we 1,000% doing that special item event. What's up? You don't think so? I guess that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Let's go. Oh, you don't want to be seen there? You know I'm no fighter. Yeah, that... But again, you look like you can fight more than me. You're like a storm cloud. Wherever you follow, bad luck follows. Or wherever you go, bad luck follows. I can contribute just as much, if not more, from behind the scenes. I'll send some other members your way. You stay safe out there. That's no good. Okay. So we're about to get to you. All right. Let's continue. So it's just the three of us again. Something I want to ask you. You got some hit, like... Yeah? What do you mean? You got really emotional back there. That's not like you. It really is. You're chill, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah. On top of that. I will say the first one. And there's one more thing. If anything, I'd rather like to ask you, yeah, how does you know? I'm not at liberty. Yeah, who can say you're not at liberty to reveal that information? It's either a client or your boss. Fog Hollow is Peony Association's territory. And apparently all this mist is being produced there. Not only that, production volume has recently increased over 20-fold. You're telling me the person overseeing this had no clue any of this was happening. How'd you already know everything? What's going on? I see. How do you think I know? I mean, it definitely seems like you've, you got history, but you might have gone there yourself. Okay. Oh, so you just, wait, you just visited yourself? You got a request. Okay, so it's a client? Yeah, if it's a client, then I can't say anything. You'll fill us in later. For now, what I can tell you is that it could have been Mustang still, but a request, that's tricky wording. It's related to the village. That's why you went there. Then I find out about the mist that's being produced, but when I got there, you know what they told you? Let me tell you something. You have no idea how dangerous this stuff is, the harm it can do to people. You know about that! And yet you're gonna continue making it? We didn't want things to be like this either, but if we don't... So obviously you don't think Moran did it, because if you did, you wouldn't have been so nervous about her finding out the factories. We have a conscience too, that's why we initially made so little of it, just enough to get by. The higher-ups threaten you. Shouldn't have told you all that? It could be some people inside working for 6-0. They're making mist under duress. Their lives are being threatened. I see. Why didn't you stop them from making it? If you had, you would have been sentencing the entire village to death? Yeah, you had no choice but to let it slide. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah? Oh, you were worried on our behalf. Gotcha. That's fair. I see. No, wait. Yeah. So we already have the proof we need. I was wondering about that too, but perhaps to see what she will do? That's true. That's true. She wants to go herself. Yeah. Perhaps that's why. I was a very trusting individual at first. But what was the catalyst? I have to think about it. Your belief in those people will never waver until you see it for yourself. Okay. And we finally get to the villain of the hour, 6-0. Almost there. Once we pass through this area, another outer rim citizen. Is that you? Can you give me some mist? You'll die without it. Is this what you're looking for? Okay. Sugar intervenes. Let's just watch for a moment. One hit is all you need? Can you have it? Sure, I can give it to you, but in return, you gotta answer a question for me. Okay. A sketchy alley. Now for your question. He isn't. What makes you say that? Wait. I think I skipped. It was accidentally. Did you? What gave it away? I thought you punched him for a second. Oh, his eyes? I see. Yours are crystal clear. What? Oh, and there's the power I was expecting. Yeah. Afraid I'll hurt you? Yeah. That doesn't make any sense either. All the others who wanted a fix couldn't care less about their well-being. Yep. Which brings me to my question. Who ordered this stuff? You look like someone's underling. And why did they approach you? For a bit, like, do you have a camera on you or something? You can't say. Maybe you just need a little convincing. Okay. I'm guessing that's 6-0. What's that? Hand it over? No, please? I catch the phone and open it. Yep. 0000000. What are you doing? How could you bungle this so badly? All I said was that I need some more time. Oh. So 6-0 was worried about Moran getting close. So you send this guy. And now you've made a mess of everything. You've embarrassed me and broke your promise. Therefore, your life is forfeit. Ah, actually, you have a... What? What? I take it back. I take it back. I made a mistake. I was so worried. Liberalia was just killed by the queen. The queen had defeated the goddess squad. A lot of characters that I cared for were just affected. And of course, we don't even have to mention Inherit. A lot of characters we cared for have been affected. And now we had new heretics. The danger on the outside seemed so big. But we needed to take care of you. We need to take care of you. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I did this because I was not looking at the people, the everyday citizens. We have a cancer in the art. Then 6-0. So this is 6-0's first appearance? What's that sound? Wait, is there a bomb? Mass explosion rings out. Okay, nah. Nah. That's why. Now, we might have to go on a journey, everyone. We might have to go on a journey. I was not taking 6-0 seriously. We were able to evade the explosion, but just barely. Am I okay? Am I hurt? I'm fine. Yeah, you got me. Who was that guy? His body had been rigged with explosives. He brought us here so he could... Yeah. Wait. Oh, that's why he took us in the alley. Okay. I was thinking that because I was like, that seemed more like insurance. Because otherwise, why would he spend time talking with us? Once he had us, he could just blow the bombs. And he was insulted, or angry at 6-0. Yeah. You're right. That had been his aim. He could have done it as soon as he brought us here. Exactly. That's what I was saying. You talking to us now? Well, darn. Yo, okay, so this is my first time talking to you, too. Oh, I wish I could say more than just what? My man was useless as trash, failing me even in death. Are you responsible? It tells me the message was read? Funny that 6-0 can do that. I did. Is this the one? Yeah. Are they from the same sender as our dearly departed friend's phone? The exact same. So that was my phone. That was my dadgum phone. But you're not sure? Sounds familiar, but you're not positive. Deeply involved in a dark net. Perhaps, now that I know what 6-0 is. Good question. Maybe she's trying to stop us from reaching Fog Hollow. Yeah. You don't really have a reason? Just a gut feeling? Let's hurry and get there. Does she take care of the witnesses? I won't enter the fog. Yeah. Trying to take care of the witnesses. Armed residents approach those who have been gunned down, rummaging and looting the bodies for mist. You approach them silently and snatches mist from them. They surround them, give it back. Our lives depend on it. Did you make these yourselves? here in this village? Why would you do such a thing? You ordered us to. What do you mean? I never would have issued such an order. How do you know? Whoa. We need to finish that. So you already know? I'll tell you how I know her. Oh, so you knew who the orders were coming from. She's using that mist that you're holding against us. Why didn't you say anything? How can you be so sure? You didn't even try to tell us? It's not that much, so leave us be. Sixo caught us making mist, and she blackmailed us ever since, forcing you to produce more and more. You have to help us. If we said that, do you think you would have come to our aid? Yeah. Like, do you know who this is? Exact. Yeah, now you all can probably see why I said I have to do this event. I have to. And in fact, it's probably the reason I didn't do it before. Sixo hurt you. And now, I think the only difference between her and Mira is, Sixo didn't betray anyone. She's just evil. But she had reached out before it came to this, before betraying us. I would have helped you somehow. You know, I'm a bit worried. If we don't take care of Sixo permanently, there's a lot of mechanical bodies out there that could make for a suitable host for an AI core. Anywho, where you saw all those people, don't tell me. Yes, that's right. They were used as an example to show us what would happen. If we request help or fail to meet the quota, we were so scared. So all of this. You know, now I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering about Sixo's bodyguard, in fact. That's Silent. I need more info. I need more of these events. Leave the mist here and leave? If we can't meet our quota, we're all dead. Absolutely not. I can't do that. Because it's poison that the entire Outer Rim is in chaos, and you want to continue peddling it. Get rid of it all right now. If you don't, I will. Please save us. We have to do this to survive. Really? Because again, an AI can't do all this by themselves. They need people. If you're not above begging, why didn't you ask for help sooner? I could have helped you and those people wouldn't have had to die. Why did it have to come to this? Let go of it. Wait, what? You can't take it? Leave these people alone? So that's why it's called Divergent. You're having to do something you can't or you don't wish to do. Found out mist was being made here, you destroy this factory and everything in it. I remember. Now I've confirmed what's happening, that's exactly what I'll do. That's what I must do. I'll tear everything down with my own hands. It's the bombs. You have to go through me? Why are you taking it this far? I could ask you the same thing. Yeah, they're synthesizing a drug that kills people. Do you know how many lives are ruined because of this? You've seen what it does to people. This is beyond the pale. Judgment has come to Fog Hollow. People here are powerless. Many people here did not want to produce mist, but their lives were being threatened. They had no choice. If you destroy this place, what do you think will happen to those people? They're already on the edge of the precipice. If you go through with this, you'll be tying the... Yeah. Really? They left me with no choice. A crime is a crime. Countless innocents have suffered because of those people. Or these people. If we want to solve this problem, we have to tear it out by the roots. I know this is the right decision. No, you don't. You don't know that? You haven't had any dealings with 6-0. Nothing you say will change my mind. What do I think about this? What would I do in this situation? Well, my instinct would be to go with MORAN'S way, but I know that we got hostages. It's always like I say, some of the worst things done are done with good intentions. And in this case, we gotta think what's smart. There aren't just bombs around the mist factory, there are bombs around the village. A bunch of also innocent people could be hurt by this. But if we continue to let mist be distributed, then the whole Outer Rim could be in chaos, and the Ark is definitely going to step in after that. If we cannot find 6-0, I think I may have to go with MORAN'S way. Yeah, thinking of it. I wouldn't want those people to die, but see, in this case, I always like to say, ideally, what I would try to do is find the third way. A true hero would not have to choose between option A or B. They would go with option C. Whether it's because of their knowledge or their power. So, if I had to choose, that's what I would do. But if I don't, I would like to do some investigation. We need to find out, can we find out where the bombs are? 6-0 is not omnipotent. Although, again, I know what 6-0 is now. But back here, I would assume it's a person. And that they have eyes and ears somewhere. Probably they have somebody watching the bombs thinking about it. So if we get close to them, that's a danger. But we can't just have the bombs hovering all over us all the time. Come to you. Well, shoot. Well, like I said, I have faith in your decision. I didn't expect a choice. Sorry to hear I say that. So they were gonna fight regardless. Everyone into the factory, and they proceed to rush toward the factory. So I guess they're showing us who will win in a fight between these two. Or it's probably gonna be a tie. A few moments later. Okay. Each of them is winded and attempting to catch their breath. Again, I want to make it clear, I'm not saying that those, I'm not trying to decide judgment on those people. But mist has to be stopped. 6-0 has to be stopped. And I know, I was going to theorize this, but I know it happened in the future. Shutting down this one factory is not going to stop the production of mists. No. But we cannot let it continue to be producing in our own grounds. And if 6-0 tries to come with those people, then we'll try to, maybe that'll give us some idea on where we can find 6-0. That would be my thought process. It does. And it didn't even matter, it seems. There was a bomb in the factory. Wait, just give you a minute. I see. You're bleeding. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. You're fighting, again, one of the top members of Tetra. Although I kind of always thought the Underworld Queens were stronger. Even though they weren't considered the top team. Those three just don't seem like the leaders of gang members sound like they should be the top fighters. But anyways. Or maybe whoever I chose would have stayed behind. You haven't changed your mind about destroying the village? Well, to be exact, I don't have a choice. Yeah. I can empathize all too well. They didn't know where else to turn and they got scared. How could I not have noticed? For months I watched them as they went about their lives. No matter how much I care for them, some things cannot be excused. Yeah. Like, it's not a comfortable decision, but you know the type of characters that I tend to like. None of my characters that I would have put in would have done something like this. Not that, again, I'm not trying to blame those people. They were sold a really rough hand. And I'm not trying to say, when Warren says destroy the village, I'm thinking, take care of all the stuff that's producing mist. If we don't have another way out. Maybe things would have been different if they had told me about this sooner, but it's too late to turn back now. Our members will be arriving soon. Okay. What is it? Yeah. Now you can see it clear as day. Is it Sixo's? Wait a minute. Now I think about it, Sixo's goon also had a bike, didn't they? Okay, since my stance on this matter is in opposition to Sugar's, there's no way I can objectively try to figure out what she's thinking and what her intentions are. It's not the case with you, though. Yeah? So I'm begging you, talk to her. I will. And I think, to end it off, if I was in the position of those people and I had decided something that I had done took out many people, I wouldn't resist if someone said, we gotta take you out. But that is just me. That is just me. I will not speak to, how others would feel. What am I doing here? I was worried. Those people injured because of the explosion earlier? Yeah. When the bomb in the factory went off, these people got caught in the disaster. You're hurt too. Superficial? Oh, okay, so they both were bleeding. So I guess it didn't really matter, the choice. Which would make sense. Have anything to do with Sixo by any chance? You're right. Oh, I didn't expect that. You're to protect Fog Hollow. Used to live in Outer Rim. At the time... Really? Dangerous assignments at that? When was this? You were in a different squad. Back then there wasn't a person in Outer Rim who you didn't know who you were. You weren't renowned. You weren't renowned, you were infamous? There are rumors that wherever I went, bad things sure to follow. Yeah. Well, actually, not so much. You have that vibe about you. Oh, by the way, that was totally the question of the day. Which side you would have chosen? Yeah, don't think I'm the only one answering this. You all are answering that too. But anywho, I didn't think for myself. I simply followed orders like a mindless machine. Until one day. Really? You said you were family, you said you would protect us? How could you do this? What are you going to do now, huh? After that, well, okay, we don't get details? Then why'd you accept the request? Okay. You got yourself involved in another gigantic mess. She knew perfectly well. Yeah, I would expect it. 602. I just keep thinking, though, about how, with Rosanna and Sakura, she's like, all right, you leave me no choice. I got this information. They're like, we do not care. And again, that's why Moran was a good target. They were not. You had everything planned out in advance? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. You always wore it back then? They knew to stay away. A scarlet letter? Really? I see. Well, I mean, no offense, but it sounds like this is a bit different than what you were talking about. You can never truly go back the way you were. Really? Oh, okay. You two are gonna fight again? You know, looking at it like this, it does kind of look like it's a versus screen. Gather closer and closer. Oh! And I think that is the wallpaper I was gonna pull up with this. Inside the factory are those who have spit upon our loyalty to them. Out of selfish preservation, they created a dangerous drug called mist and allowed it to proliferate through the outer rim. They did all this despite knowing what happens to those who consume it. Why they got the Nihilister thing playing? It's because of them that the outer rim has ascended. Are they trying to say you're like Nihilister? Because of them that innocent people are suffering. They crossed the line, and for that they must be punished. Take Fog Hollow and burn it to the ground. As always, there is no plan. Knock all those down who would stand in our way. Take what those people cherish and demolish it. Show them what happens to those who cross us. Show what happens when you seek to disrupt the established order. Make sure it's something they'll never forget. And yeah, that's more. Or that's the full thing, I think. Let's go. They rush into the factory at that moment. Yeah, they're both fighting. I wasn't talking about taking out all the people, though. I was just like, make sure they can't produce anymore. You don't want a fighter? Nor I. But the factory's destroyed now. Wait, but the factory's destroyed now. I intend to follow those orders. So wait, then what? You're literally just trying to destroy their homes? The rules don't particularly sit well with you? Throw out the baby with the bathwater? You made it where those who can't defend themselves are guaranteed to die. What are they supposed to do? But I wasn't saying that. I was just saying take care of the factory. Don't you remember? There was a similar incident before in the Outer Rim. Back then we held back, we didn't pull evil out by the root, and everything fell to pieces. You have no idea how I feel. It's already under 6-0's control. On top of that, we've confirmed that mist is being produced here. I don't seem to be well acquainted with her. She knows more than anyone what she'll do. Burn it all down. You won't let her do that. Well, while you're doing that, the other members are destroying places. How's this gonna end? A day has It's been decimated. The suspect has been determined to be a high-ranking criminal leading a violent and that's how you got blamed. She's being blamed that she destroyed the evidence. So that's what happened. Yeah, it's just one person versus all of them. So she took them out. Okay, that's a bit different than what I was saying. All right, I will say that. Does that change my stance? Well, again, if the only other option is to let it continue, then no, that's the only thing. It's like, that was bad. But at the rate mist was spreading with no real law enforcement helping, it would be worse. Because the issue is, it can come back, but just, as long as if they don't have a good factory, a good method of transportation, Moran will be more on alert for it if she knows what to look for. It'll be a lot harder, at least I thought it would be, to get production back up. But with how many factories they have now? So it shows as unread. Okay. Okay, what were you two doing? Was it actual business or? It's been a while. I will say, that is more of a gang leader thing to do. What Moran did. Welcome. Why are you guys here? Yeah. Mustang. Okay, did he know what was going on? Well, yeah, he's got, like, if Sugar knew. Do you know when she'll be back? Hard to say. Seems that Mustang, yeah, it actually, that's surprising. Maybe a tad bit. We're not sure whether the information was accidentally leaked or done so. It was 6-0. It even reached the Ark. You saw the news, didn't you? I did. We confirmed that. 6-0 Frank, yeah. I guess that is what they were looking into. But it's not like they could have helped much more with the situation. Yeah, it was Peony's Association territory, and it was the only place where Miss could be produced. Perhaps the Greek got the best of her, and she wanted to get Moran out of the picture so she could have it all for herself. The Miss is even more dangerous than we thought. It's highly addictive, and there are people everywhere begging for it. And, you know what? Knowing what happens in the future, too, politicians even got this stuff. Like, yeah, it was dangerous. And we got no cure for it. Okay. Yes, we did. Murders and assaults have skyrocketed. This is bad. To be frank, if it continues to have a bad feeling, we might have to dispose of those who are... And see, once again, Rosanna's saying a similar thing. Not the culprits, but now the victims. Comes down to that, we'll have too many addicts to deal with. If we don't do anything, yeah. Okay. Separating them sounds like the best option. Have you found anything about 6-0's where? Yeah, you don't know anything yet. We've searched everywhere, but we haven't found so much as a single clue. She's quite skilled, been getting rid of any incriminating evidence and tampering with information, so you can't make heads or tails of what's true or false. As a result, the Peony Association has hit rock bottom. That makes sense. Hopefully my recording's good. Something weird happened there. If so, I can just re-record it. Like all of this, as long as my voice file's good, I can re-record all of this. People take the news at face value and don't ask any questions. Because of that, Moran has been portrayed as a psychopath who destroyed Fog Hollow. Yeah. No one, why would they care? Why would they care to dig deeper? Yeah. Should the Peony Association fall, it will have a significant impact on Underworld Queen. That's why we're making our move. What are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? Good luck with that. Well, it seems like you're still on the trail. And actually, that might be what you're about to do. You're gonna give her a taste of underworld justice? I wish you could. I really, like, legit, I want the whole mafia treatment. Put 6-0s in AI so you can. Dang. All right. Let's end this. I go to the hospital. How you doing? How I know you're being discharged? How you holding up? I see. Yeah, back to your old self, I see. You look better. Yeah. Enough of being admitted to the hospital. You just need a day off. It's nice and quiet. don't know. But I think I have an idea. I'm waiting for a call from her. Should be fine. Are you okay? Yeah. So you lost. I see. You were wrong about thinking Moran had something to do with 6-0. The media didn't waste any time pouncing on this story. 6-0's the one behind it. And they're completely useless. Yeah. They're hungry for someone to blame. I've come to the decision. You too! Okay, are you sure about this? I'm positive. If I miss this chance, I'll never catch 6-0. Again, we need a real body. You're going after an AI. Take care of her? Yeah. She didn't want to do all that. That makes sense. I'm cleaning the walls? No, not gonna lie, it might be a pointless endeavor. Familiar silhouette? Hey, how you doing? That's what I should be asking? Oh, you're cleaning the walls too. Would you get a load of all this? You can handle this on your own? Are you feeling okay? You're made of strong stuff. I know that. You always trusted me. Yeah. That one wiped off nicely. This one's a bit more stubborn. Really doesn't want to come off. I see. Yeah. Yeah, it's an easy thing to say. It's not like you wanted to do that. Disband the Peony Association. That's probably why you didn't show up in future events. 'Cause you couldn't. You thought you were making the right choice. You did what was expected of you. Why do you have to face all of this? If you took care of the mist, then it would have been, but what was it all for? No, it's understandable. Let's solve this together. We'll see. Truly, I've got a feeling. Yeah, this was the start of it. How'd you get this? That's not true. Yeah, they're still making it. Yeah, can you really sell this? A minor setback? It doesn't matter. You can always find another place. Okay. How did they continue? Oh yeah, I'm definitely making this one video. Wow. So that's what happened. Okay, go to side story. No, I mean not side story. Dang it. Storyline. When did this happen? This is the history. I'm looking for what am I looking for? Okay, so not at the same time as these. Or that. We went to Eden. Yeah, I'm looking for this. That's what I thought. I believe this. Yeah, Guardian of the Partition. I think is what I'm looking for.
Hey, Sakura.
Yeah.
What is it?
It seems that Dobin will be coming to the Outer Rim. He's already sent some troops.
This is what happened before that.
The entry to the partition was left open. He sent in some armed Nikkeis that he'd hired illegally.
I have my own affairs to take care of. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
And this is usual.
What? What do you need to do?
Something important.
The Outer Rim may be wiped off the map.
Moran, do what you think is right. I trust you.
Huh.
What? Hey. Hey!
They do that as well. There's a lot of themes that are going... that seem consistent.
What? She turned her phone off. Hey, jerk.
Jerk.
What is it?
Come to the Outer Rim.
No.
They had a good reason for this as well, if I remember.
Send mass-produced Nikkeis into the Outer Rim? Anyway, I'm busy. I can't go, so do whatever you want.
Yeah, this was familiar.
What, are you doing something important too?
Yeah, it's exactly familiar.
So there are some things you do know.
But real quick.
Moran, we're toast.
Oh, and yeah, he had a voice too.
What is it now?
Thanks to EH, the entire Outer Rim
Oh,
is
yeah.
now public enemy #1.
And this was with again, this was the big, if I had started anywhere, it should have been in this arc. After, this was around the time Nihilist came in the arc, Dorothy stopped her, I keep mentioning it. But this is the stuff that happened beforehand with the terrorist plot line with EH. And the Underworld Queens had to handle business.
Do you really think Dobin is just going to let us go?
And Dobin was coming in to, take out the trash, essentially.
His goal in life has always been to wipe out the Outer Rim.
That part.
Apparently, Deputy Chief Dobin has sent in troops. Let's say Deputy Chief Dobin does bring troops into the Outer Rim.
But then it was explained.
And when he gets there, he finds that everyone is armed and waiting. What do you think his next course of action will be?
See, they were both taking care of business. But again, I need to get to the part.
You all need to be victims. Act like them. After all, it's the truth, isn't it?
But that was the logic.
Consigliere.
Oh, I forgot this person was even a thing.
Yes, boss.
How many minutes do you need to take care of them?
20 mass-produced Nikkeis, was it? 20 minutes should be sufficient.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Rosanna, Sakura, they're efficient. They're efficient.
Dobin sent them. Don't think they won't be able to shoot you
Oh!
just because they're Nikkeis.
Wait,
They could be quite a formidable adversary.
I forgot about that part. Dobin, yeah, this is, I thought, well, I didn't forget, but like, I forgot it was mentioned here. They had their inhibitors taken out. Got it. This is good. I went back for a refresher. Oh, yeah, and then this part. So yeah, this is where I was going.
What are you going to do?
Prevent any more reinforcements from coming and keep the people of the Outer Rim from bearing arms. There's only one thing I can do. I will halt the attack from Dobin's units.
By yourself?
By myself.
Yes.
Our reinforcements are late.
And that's the man in question. You've seen him before with in the cruise with Rappy, Dorothy, yeah.
What?
You guys planning on going inside?
Yeah, just stand still. Like, what's up? We doing this?
I hate to break it to you, but this is my turf. And no one gets in unless I say so.
Interfering with my plans again, are you? If you value your life, move aside.
You took the words right out of my mouth. If you all value your lives, then scram. Or try and find another entrance.
Yeah, this was going moment from like Rosanna and Sakura doing the efficient work, but Moran's always, I think that's their dynamic. Moran's always the front liner.
No? Well, it'll be awfully humiliating if you head back with your tail between your legs after getting whooped by a single Nikke.
But anyways. Okay. Let me not make this episode, we were doing good on time, but I wanted to at least show you all what we're working with. So yeah, What I was wondering is if that happened before this, and that is true. Apparently, this is also related. But there is one last thing I will mention. Just to check. Yeah, looks like none of these events beforehand. Because 6-0 actually appeared in the story for the first time. I think for the first time. Here. Can you click on... Why do they have tags if I can't click on them? Well, it helps. It still helps. So... this.
The Peony Association never engages in immoral acts.
I don't remember what event this was about, but I'm imagining it's the one that I still need to see. Where, like, out of curiosity. Okay. Where you asked an interesting question, and I think I know what it's related to now. I'm essentially wondering if you went into hiding. Partially went into hiding, or partially had a crisis or a meltdown over what happened. And I would want to see that before continuing the story. So let me look at the details one more time. And by the way, this would be the time to, do the question of the day. EH is a wind type. Interesting. Elysian. Enter Heaven is the name. Oh, Heavenly Ascension. Okay. Archives Wisdom Spring. That doesn't seem like the event I need. Well, either way, when each EH event comes up, I think we will see that. Well, for now, I'll stick to my current plan. I've still got some time left when I'm recording this, and I want to see what your event is. Well, yeah, actually, let me do this on recording. Get your item. Can I get it? The way it works is, well, there's a percentage to upgrade 5 levels, but if that percentage doesn't happen, then you just get 1. Each kit has a higher percentage, and each time you complete a level, the percentage goes up until you reach the next multiple of 5. This should do it, though. For 5. Okay. And once you get the next multiple of 5, then it goes down even lower. I should just use these, honestly. Yeah, let me just use these real quick. Nice. That's 10. And see, it was at first 25, then 20, then 15, even though we're at multiples of 5. 15 isn't great, but I got a lot of these, so let's go with that. Ooh! Got lucky. And now we can execute your favorite mission. Where the heck are we with that? Well, alright. I will talk to my man, confer with him on what we should do next. I definitely am glad I did this because I'm now heavily more invested in seeing 6-0 fall. But there might be more we need to see. It may involve you.
I feel more at ease with you by my side. Don't get too close to me.
But anyways, let me know which decision would you have chosen down in the comments below. And I will see you all for whatever I decide to do next time.